Tell me why I started the video without the microphone. I swear this is gonna be like my whole brand. Like, it's going to be very much on brand for me to literally never have battery on this thing. But it has battery today. We are prepared. However, I have changed the setting. We are in my garage. Yeah. So we're in my garage, and you might hear the washer and dryer in the background. But starting off the topic, I wasn't gonna bring this up because this was a private conversation. But my mom was like, because she was here literally like 3 seconds ago, she was like, "Are you gonna talk about this in the video?" Because I was like, "I'm gonna do a podcast." She understood that I was gonna drink vodka. I was like, "Girl, where?" Because I bought whiskey, and she was like, "Okay, but like, don't drink that and then like go out." Because I was gonna go out, but I was like, obviously not. I'm not going out anymore, and I'm also not gonna drink that. Although that would be a really fun video idea. I was actually thinking about that, doing like a little drink and spill sesh, like Q&A or something while drinking. But that's for another video. She's literally looking at me, side eyeing me. Why are Hispanic, especially Cuban moms, so judgy? Like, girl, let me make my little video in peace. But anyways, I just washed my hair and I forgot to put gel and mousse in it. So your girl's gonna be frizzy. Love that for me. I'm not fixing it. No, ma'am. It's gonna stay just like this. But it's fine. Anyways, I need a clip connecting with my hair. That's gonna bother me when I'm editing. I just know it. Anyways, let's get into the video. What I was gonna say that I was speaking to her about is the fact that I was like, "Mom, be honest with me," because every time I do my hair, I like look at myself in the mirror and I think this, but I feel like no, because it's not the same length. Like, if you notice, my hair is like, you know, shoulder length or whatever. But when I tell you guys are gonna get it. Because my back hair pieces, they kind of like aren't like as defined, I guess I would say. I mean, they're defined, but I don't brush them like 3,000 times because I can't really reach back there. The front kind of like shrinks a bit more. And I'm like, bro, low key, why do I look like Dora? This is gonna end me, but like, why? Like, okay, like, hear me out. Like, if I just like, I don't know, like, if I did like this or something, you can't tell me I don't, because I feel like I do. And she was like, yeah, well, you were obsessed with her when you were little. You wanted your whole bedroom to be of her, and you were obsessed with her. And I'm like, I mean, that makes sense. I've always wanted to travel the world like she did. Like, of course, I was obsessed with her. She was always doing all types of things, had no parent supervision at all. What kid did not want that? Let's be for real. Even though she did low key piss me off because she was always wondering where things were, and I'm like, girl, it's right in front of you. Don't piss me off. But regardless, it was just her and her best friend against the world, and who doesn't want that? But yes, am I giving her like? I wouldn't even be mad, like low key, like I wouldn't. But like, I also kind of I'm like, I don't know. Am I just being annoying? Maybe I just want compliments on my hair, more compliments on my hair. I'm kidding. But anyways, let's get into what the video is actually about. So today's video is probably in the title because I always title like what the video is gonna be about in the description or whatever. Because I mean, why would I clickbait you? So actually, for this video, I wanted to do a segment where half of the video I wanted it to be in English, so giving my advice in English, and then the other half I wanted to do it in Spanish because I'm actually gonna do a video in full Spanish. I already know which video it's gonna be, but for this video, like I wanted to try that because I just feel like we have so many. I mean, I have a lot of like influencers that I watch that um that do podcasts and they give advice and stuff like that. And there's all kinds of people, but I do like consume content in English and Spanish. So I would like to be like a bilingual influencer. And I don't know if that is going to make my life harder, but It's okay because I speak both languages on the daily. So I'm like, girl, why is my content only in English when most of the time I'm speaking Spanish? I mean, not really, but low key. I don't know. I feel like at this point it like evens out. But anyways, that was the longest little rant ever. This is why I have to write down what I'm talking about in videos before I get to the talking. Or maybe you guys like me yapping. I don't know. I do. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about this whole thing about like manifestation and thinking positive so that you attract positive things. And while I agree with that and I feel like that's true, I think what's important is the energy that you're using to attract things. Because when you are mad, when you're sad, when you're happy, literally any emotion that you're feeling, if you put that energy towards something, you can like create what you want. There has been, I mean, think about music. This is a great example. Musicians, when they have gone through the biggest heartbreak in their life, the biggest betrayal, that like they get angry and they get sad and they write music. Best album in the world, viral, everybody listens to it. It's the best music ever. And not gonna lie, when they be like happily married or something, things start, because that's like we're programmed to like enjoy. Nowadays there's so much like heartbreak and like infidelity and like all these like crazy love situations that happen that are like not positive, to the point that like if you write about like being happily in love, most people aren't really feeling that, so they're kind of like, it's kind of boring. But everybody knows heartbreak, like everybody understands how that feels like, so it just connects with people at a vulnerable state. So don't think that because you are angry or sad or in a bad place you can't get everything you want. Use that energy to get exactly everything that you want, because you can. And I feel like that's not talked about enough. And two people to me personally that are prime examples of that is the Wizard Liz and Leo Skeppy. I know we're all obsessed. That's like mom and dad for me, honestly. Like I love them. And the reason why I really love them is because first of all, Liz just puts her videos out. Like she doesn't care if the lighting is good. She does not care about none of that. If she has something to say, she'll put the camera and just say it. At the If you started watching her from the beginning, like her content was not the best. Like her camera quality was not the best. But because what she was saying was so important and like in your face, she blew up. Like her videos are amazing. And the reason why I resonate with her is because I grew up seeing similar things that she did, and I feel like a lot of people connected with that because most of us have faced traumas or have like kind of a disadvantage growing up. So we connect with people like that they were at the bottom and climbed their way to the top, not just people that were always rich or whatever. Same thing for Leo. He has been through a lot and it still affects him to this day. He just manages it differently. And he talks about it openly about everything that he's, well, not everything, but like everything he's shared is something that he has experienced, and he talks about the negativities that he's faced and like all the struggles, and it makes him who he is today, and he is still successful. The only way that you would fail is number one if you give up, and is if you let yourself fail. Because if you don't let yourself fail, you're not gonna fail. It's that simple. It's you choosing not to do that. It's honestly like a mind decision. Even if in that moment you don't feel like it just clicks. And you're like, I don't have to feel that way. I don't have to do this. I want something better. And then you figure it out. So basically, at the end of the day, you're going to have moments where you're going to want to give up. And I understand that. Been there, done that. But you have to pick yourself up and be like, you know what? No, I don't care if I'm scared. I'm still gonna do it. Because why would I give up? So that later on, I think about it and I'm like, oh, I never did this, da da da. I'm not gonna regret anything. I'm just gonna do it. You know what? I'm gonna do it even if I fail, just so that I at least can say that I tried, that I did something. And I've done that in the past with things. I've been literally at the verge of giving up, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I'm scared. I'm gonna still do it. And if I fail, oh well, at least I did it. Because if I don't do it, I know that in the future, because it's happened where I delay something and it takes forever for me to do it, and then I'm like, bro, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, I didn't do this, and I think about it and I think about it. If something is persistent in your brain, it is yourself telling you that this is something that you have to do. If you think about it and then you forget about it, you didn't really want to do that. That was just, But if it's something that like doesn't let you live if you don't do this, then it's meant for you, I feel. But yeah, honestly, like yes, it's good to be in a positive mindset so that you can attract positive things. 100% agree with that. And it's healthy. But if you are in a place where you know that you're struggling and you're dealing with stuff, and you know, instead of pitying yourself and being like, oh, why is this the life that I'm given? Why do I have to deal with this? Whatever, why? Doesn't matter why. Look at it as a lesson. This is something that you have to experience. Figure out the why after you deal with it. Figure out how to deal with it. Figure out why it is that you feel this way. And if you feel like in a victim mindset, get out of that. That is the worst thing you could possibly be in, because yes, bad things happen all the time, but what are you gonna do? Just sit back and let it happen? No. You're gonna get up and you're gonna do the things that you want to do despite anything. It doesn't matter if you think you're gonna fail. It doesn't matter if you think that you're not good enough. It doesn't matter if you don't think that the plan is perfect. Just do it, because if you don't do it, you're gonna regret it. And why would you want to regret something? Like, at least you tried. If you tried it and it didn't work out, okay, well, didn't work out. So what? At least you tried. And that's what I gotta say about that. If you're mad, use that energy. If you're sad, don't act like a little victim. Get up and get it done. And if you're exhausted, don't try to be hard on yourself and force yourself to do something. Bruh. Just understand that sometimes you also need to rest. And your body is asking for that. You're not being lazy. Girl, what? Ok, ahora viene la parte en español. If you watch the first half of the video's over, you can click out. Unless you're bilingual and you want to hear the other half, bueno, because yo no sé lo que voy a decir. Aquí se dice lo que salga. Pero ya empezamos, ya arrancamos. Mis consejos en español pueden ser que sean más tajantes. Porque yo siento que mi personalidad en español, como si... Pero sí es verdad, es que cuando yo hablo en español y cuando hablo en inglés, siento que son como dos personas diferentes. Por lo menos yo como que soy otra persona. Obviamente sigo siendo la misma, pero no sé, como que me presento diferente. Pues vamos. Estaba hablando de que primero hablé de que estaba teniendo una conversación con mi mamá, porque yo me veo en el espejo cuando yo me lavo el pelo y pues la parte de atrás, como no me paso el peine, ¿sabes? Me lo paso normal, pero no se encoge tanto. La parte de adelante se encoge más. Parece que pues yo pasarme el peine tanto, no sé, se encoge. Entonces cuando yo me hago así, siento que esta parte está más cortica y me parezco a Dora la Exploradora. Eso fue lo que dije en el principio. Para los que no tengan traductor. Para los que no tengan el caption puesto, eso fue lo que yo dije. los subtítulos. No sé para qué yo dije el caption. Yo aquí hablando Spanglish. Bueno, normalmente yo hablo Spanglish, que se me ha pegado mucho. Pero voy a hacer esta parte solo en español porque la primera la hice en inglés. Estoy en las Islas Moradas, dice mi madre. Vas a salir en YouTube. Porque esto va para YouTube. Bueno, vas a salir atrás hablando. Le estoy dando consejos a la gente. Consejo. No me gusta hacer video delante de la gente. Bueno, voy a empezar con mis consejos. Niña, ¿en serio? Voy a tener que editarte. No. ¿Qué es eso, hija? ¿Para qué es esto? Ah, ya. Bueno, mi gente, arrancamos con el consejo. Con el consejo. Bueno, ya. Estaba hablando de que ay, no, me da pena. Me da pena hablar contigo aquí. Porque esto es consejo para mí, para mis girls. Que tú no entiendes si es en español. Bueno, es verdad, cuando a ti te llegan las cartas, tú me dices, léeme aquí y están en español. No, y con esa lavadora atrás, yo voy a mirar este video y no me voy a escuchar. Bueno, estaba hablando de que para poder manifestar las cosas que uno quiere, no tienes que solamente tener los pensamientos positivos. Porque sí es verdad, cuando uno piensa positivamente, las cosas que atraes vienen de un lado positivo. Pero cuando tú estás triste o estás bravo, también puedes manifestar las cosas que quieras. Porque como dije, los artistas cuando hacen música, las mejores canciones, los mejores álbumes son cuando están tristes o cuando están bravos con algo, con alguien, con algo que pasó. Ahí es cuando sacan los mejores discos. Pero sí que pensar positivo te trae cosas positivas y es algo más saludable. Uno no quiere estar siempre negativo, pero si estás en un punto de la vida que te sientes que no puedes ser positivo en ese momento, no te sientas como que no puedes atraer las cosas que tú quieras, porque de todas maneras tú puedes atraer todo lo que tú quieras, es solo poner tu energía en lo que tú quieres y así atraes las cosas que quieras. No importa si es con braveza, con si tienes que llorar, pero de todas maneras lo atraes. Porque a mí me ha pasado que yo me pongo a llorar y me estreso y después cuando me llegan las cosas. Así que eso es todo. Mami, ¿qué opinas de mi opinión sobre que en la vida se puede atraer las cosas hasta cuando estás de mal humor? Les voy a poner a mi mamá para que ella les dé su opinión. De mujer adulta, de adulta premium. Mami, ¿qué opinas sobre poder atraer las cosas hasta cuando estés de mal humor, como ya te pregunté?
Brava es como mejor hacer las cosas positivas, te inspira. La tristeza te da inspiración de ciertas cosas en la vida. El que es cantante le da por cantar y hace una canción.
Eso fue lo que yo dije. Que las mejores canciones No, por poco me caí. Las mejores canciones salen de tristeza y de braveza. Dices,
Cuando la persona anda disgustada,
pues sí, a mí me funciona mucho. Pero es bien difícil que yo me ponga brava. Triste puede ser, pero brava, sí nunca. Pero cuando me pasa, that's how I know she's back. I'm like, she's back. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching today's video. It was a little short, motivational moment there. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching. Gracias por escucharme y ver mi video. Bye.